What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien on this beautiful afternoon here in western New York. I can't believe the weather's already turned around like it is. I'm still expecting snow in a couple weeks, but usually by now we're still shoveling, we're still freezing, we're still buying salt, still ruining our driveways. But it's, you know, half a dozen one, half a dozen the other. I think I'd much rather deal with the snow up north and a little bit of cold weather than I would to have to, you know, deal with tornadoes on a yearly basis, hurricanes on a yearly basis. Never know if your house is going to be standing, only to rebuild, and never know if your house is going to be standing next year. So, you know, it's half a dozen one, half a dozen the other, and I think I'll take the snow. I haven't seen snow wipe anybody's house out up here where I live ever, and I don't think it'll ever happen. You know, so it's one of those things, but I'm enjoying the weather, got the garage cleaned out, beautiful day, and decided to do a calm up before I head on out and enjoy the rest of the day. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about is actually a calm I was going to do a couple weeks ago, and as you can see from the title, Sheeple of the World Unite. And it basically has to do with this Kony 2012 thing, and it's because you know, it's been burning in the back of my head. I had this funny feeling right when this thing all first came out about it, and I stopped and did some research and got to look around, because that's, you know, I don't take everybody's word for it. I don't jump on a hype train because Oprah or Justin Bieber told me it was cool. I do my own research and I look at it as objectively as possible, and if I see something shady, I take a step back and cut it off right there, and that's pretty much how this Kony 2012 thing went down. And we'll start from the beginning, because I'm sure everybody's seen the video. I mean, the thing exploded. It's got 100 million views on YouTube, millions and millions of views all over the world on different sites, all of which, you know, Invisible Children is getting paid for, of course. So, you know, and the video was released for perfect timing. I'll get to that in a second, because, you know, this stuff has been going on for 25 plus years. I knew who Kony was years ago, and you know, it's a sad fact that this guy's just been brought to light, but the fact of the matter is it's been going on for 20-some plus years. The Ugandans got him out of Uganda pretty much 6 years ago. They're not exactly sure where he is. They think he's bordering, you know, the 3 countries around, doing the same thing over there, but nobody knows if he's actually dead or not. They sent a crew in to get him one time, and they haven't heard from any of them, which pretty much means either they're a part of the LRA or they were slaughtered and nobody knows, and they were kind of just written off and left out there because nobody cared. And now this is all being brought to light. Not to mention, months before this video was even released, Obama took a ton of heat for sending 100 troops over there to train the Ugandan army, pretty much to get rid of this Kony character. And it's, you know, there was polls all over Yahoo, polls all over MSN, and the majority of it, it was a unanimous decision on the American public. Stay out of Uganda, screw going over there. You know, Obama, this is BS and all this crap. They basically crapped all over Obama. Obama did it anyways, and now he's taken, you know, all this, yo, look, Obama sent people over there, yay. You know, but the fact of the matter is that he took all this heat, not 5 months before this video came out, and all of a sudden the sheeple of the world switched tracks all of a sudden, and now it's a good thing that we're over there and everything else, and they want more military and people put over there and this taken care of. But nobody wanted it taken care of 25 years ago in the heat of the battle, you know, when this was all going on. Pretty much my entire life. You got Justin Bieber tweeting it out, who doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. He just tweeted out because Oprah tweeted out, and he jumps on it. Look, Justin Bieber's involved in it. I got to get involved with it. Here's my $30. It's a good thing. The Biebs loves it. You know, and it really puts a burning parasite in the back of my head, because I put something on my personal Facebook about it. I got crapped on by a bunch of people saying I was a bad person. I don't care about anybody. All this, you know, the issues in the world. Yes, you know, I understand that. And do I think Kony's a horrible person? Yeah. Do I feel bad for all the Ugandans and everybody else that has gone through it, is going through it, and possibly will go through it? Yeah, it's a bad thing. But the fact of the matter is, there's 100 other people in the world, a lot in Africa, in other countries, that are 100 times worse than Kony, and doing it currently, right now, and nothing's being done about them. Nobody even knows about them, you know, unless people start digging in. And the fact of the matter is, you know, like I said, Invisible Children released this at the perfect time. The footage in the movie's 8 years old. We all know what happened with the SOPA and the PIPA thing. The internet community exploded and united. Google blacked out. All these sites were blacked out, and it pretty much changed the course of what the government was going to do, even though they could already do SOPA and PIPA anyways. We've all seen they've shut down dozens upon dozens of sites, and they didn't need SOPA or PIPA to do it. But either way, you know, the internet community united, got it taken care of, or, you know, quote unquote taken care of. It'll be back in a different name, but and the Invisible Children decided to ride the wave, pretty much, because why else would you sit on footage for 8 years and all of a sudden decide to release this? This is my problem with it. So they had Oprah tweet it out, and Justin Bieber tweeted out, and we're talking 60, 70 million people. Boom, it goes viral. Like I said, the video's got 100 million views just on YouTube, and they're getting paid for all this stuff. We're talking millions of dollars with 100 million views. So all that money's coming in from that. Then they're coming out, oh, please donate. You'll get your support kit to $30, this and that. And then people start questioning this whole thing. Well, where exactly is the money going? So you go over to their website, you look at their 909 form, and find out pretty much the money's going right back into their company. Only a small percentage of it is actually going over to Africa in the form of grants. And then grants will hit the government. That'll get dispersed accordingly. A lot of it will get taken because their government's even more corrupt than our government's, and the people barely will get just minimal percentages, if anything at all. The only people that are really getting paid over there are probably the people that Invisible Children has on the ground. Those are the only people you see in the defense of their videos. It's nothing. You don't see any videos from Invisible Children about the Ugandans that are really extremely pissed now about this. You see the people that Invisible Children is on their payroll. Oh yeah, this is a great thing, they're supporting, we're doing good things here. Well, of course you're going to say that. I mean, why wouldn't you say that? Of course the CFO is going to defend the company. Of course the CEO is going to defend his company. He's not going to come out and say, you know what, we're taking your money and running with it. It's just not going to happen. And a lot of people are saying, these production costs and this and that, going back, 85% of it goes back to the cause. Well, the production costs are pretty much going right back to themselves because they own the printing company that prints the t-shirts, the wristbands, all this other good stuff. So they go buy a t-shirt for $1, print on it for free, sell it for $16. So they're really making money. All those production costs are going to somebody and all this other stuff. It's a big farce. It's the company as a whole is a joke. And they're starting to snap due to taking all this criticism. They come out, well, for example, last night I had to laugh. I've never laughed so hard because I knew something like this was going to happen. The guy, the CEO of the company, the guy with the kid in the video, the Mr. Christian, I'm going to have, 11 kids and all this stuff, gets arrested yesterday in San Diego for running around the streets in the middle of the day in his underwear, then gets naked, stopped in traffic, beaten on the ground, screaming all over the place. Apparently, people seen him masturbating all over the place, and he vandalizing cars and all this other shit. They lock him up in the, put him on psych watch for the next 3 days to make sure he's not a danger to anybody. I'm sure some toxicology reports are going to come out of that. And then all of a sudden, all the damage control starts to fly around. Oh, he was exhausted, dehydrated, tired, mental breakdown, he took too much criticism. They only thought a couple thousand people were going to see this video, and millions upon millions, it exploded. They don't know what to do, and he went freaking crazy. To me, it looked like he was all hopped up on meth and running around and all crazy. Now, if that's the case, that he's all hopped up on drugs, well, of course his wife comes out and said, no, he doesn't have a drug problem, he doesn't have a drinking problem. Well, of course she's going to say that as well. We got to cover tracks here. And to me, I've seen people exhausted and dehydrated on an IV, barely can keep their eyes open. And not one of them have ever got up, started stripping down, getting naked, and running around screaming to high heaven and all this stuff. It looked like he was on a meth. And people will be happy to know that if that's the case, your donation money went to supply this guy with meth, and he went crazy. And then you see all these comments, it's a CIA scam, the government's after him, people must have drugged him, drugged his drink, maybe shot him up on the side with some methamphetamines and all this other stuff, and now he's went crazy. This is a smear campaign, it's all bullcrap. He's a hero. He's an absolute hero. But then they want to crucify the guy that's been to, Afghanistan and Iraq 4 times and really does have a mental breakdown and goes crazy and ends up killing people. They want to crucify him, and, he's the devil among many other things and all this and that. And then they want to crucify the military once again. But this guy's an absolute hero. And it just doesn't make any sense. And that's where you get the Sheeple effect. People see, a celebrity jump on something, they're like, yep, I'm in. They don't know what it is, but they're in because Justin Bieber said it was cool, or Oprah said it was cool. They don't care. They just follow blindly and run down the street, no pun intended, and say, I love this. This is the best thing that happened since sliced bread. I'm going to donate. I'm going to donate my life savings. And anybody that's against this cause can die in a fire. You're a horrible person and all this and that. And you have people just like literally getting rampant on it, like, you're not against the cause, you're just a typical American. Yet, here's the kicker of it all. I have not seen a single one of these persons that are so rampant, so enthused, and so committed to this cause book a plane ticket to Uganda, join the Ugandan army, and join the hunt. Not a single one of them is going to do it. Not a single one of them has even thought about it. Their $30 sitting at the comfort of their home behind their keyboard, like I am behind this mic, was enough to justify military action, and they would rather, you know, they don't care about you, or they want to send some random 20-year-old to possibly never see another breath, never be able to have, you know, live the rest of his life because it's for the cause. But they don't care about that. They're not going to take care of that kid's family. They're not going to take care of his children. They're not going to donate to send his kids to school. He would be long gone, forgotten, possibly dumped in a landfill like the military's been doing with all these unclaimed bodies. It's a complete farce and a complete joke. So people, stop being a sheeple. Take a step back. Do some research and stop donating to people that are, you know, are out there to make themselves rich. Because when this all comes crumbling down on Invisible Children, they're going to walk away with $30, $40, $50 million and just enjoy the rest of their lives. Because they got bank accounts in the Caymans, nobody knows what's in. They got bank accounts in the UK, nobody knows what's in, and they don't have to disclose any of that information. And you don't want to know what's in it. I don't want to know what's in it. But I'm telling you, if only 20 cents of your dollar goes to helping out the supposed cause and probably doesn't even make it that far, there's something extremely wrong, and people need to stop just, oh, look, the guy said it was legit. Well, of course he said it's legit. He's not going to come up and say, hey, this is just bullshit. You know, the board of directors gets paid. Go take a look at their board of directors. I'm not going to tell you who's on there, but you're going to laugh as soon as you see their board of directors, and guess who gets some money from that? That's right. Not to mention, you know, Africa is one of the best untapped resources. You got China forking over millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to invest in this place to get in there, and then the United States is going to too. They just found, you know, billions of barrels of oil in Uganda. You got untapped diamond reserves, gold. The resources are abundant. Well, guess what? Other countries want those resources. We're vultures, we're scavengers, and it's all part of the governmental ploy as far as that goes. You know, it's just a step in that direction. So stop being sheeple, people, and take a step back and do what you think is right with some proper research instead of just jumping on a bandwagon. You know, if the Colts win, all of a sudden you're a Colts fan. If the Bills win, all of a sudden you're a Bills fan. Sheeple of the nation unite. And it's absolutely ridiculous and just burns in the back of my head at all the stupidity and just the rabid animals that we turn into when something like this happens, you know, without any type of thought process. We're just like, yes, get them, kill them, and I'm not going to be the one to do it, but you do it, somebody else do it, and it doesn't matter what happens to you, I'm part of this cause. Man, it's just an absolute mind-boggling thing, but you're going to see this start to crumble and down. They got a lot of damage control and a lot of stuff to figure out now, and the critics are just going to jump on even harder, which they should have done in the first place. So, if you're going to donate to the cause, I think the cause is a good cause. It's been a cause for the last 30 years. There's a lot more guys out there that need to be taken care of than this guy. Donate to do your research. Go to like one of the 500 charity sites that track all these charities and pick one that's going to put 80 to 90% back into the cause that you're actually going to be donating for. And for the love of God, people, you know, the United States needs to take a step back as a whole and start taking care of ourselves. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think on the whole ordeal, whether you're for it, whether you're with it, whether you think I'm totally off the wall, or anything. Well, I want to get a discussion about this going because I think it's legit and it needs to be talked about. And people, you know, need to get their heads screwed back on and straight and look to the goal instead of getting all wrapped around everything else. But that's what I got for you guys today. I hope the weather's just as good for you as it is for me. Go enjoy it. And as always, keep your heads up. Have a great day. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I just want to let you guys know you can go over to Tour de Force and check out my Azura's Wrath playthrough. I just finished that bad boy up, and I'm thinking about picking up something else to get another playthrough going. Also, you can check out my last video, which is a Hapag Colossus tutorial. It took me a long time to get this thing set up correctly, so I figured if I could save a bunch of you guys some problems, some time, as many people as I could get to. That'd be great. Also, hit me up on Facebook, Justin TV, and Twitter, and go check out Viso Gamer and the VidThru page for much, much more. I hope to see you guys there soon, and as always, keep your heads up. Have a great day. Peace.